Are all counselling and psychotherapy approaches equally as effective? Keep watching to find out more. Hi, it's Rory from Counselling Matters, and in this episode we're going to look at the dodo bird theory in the world of counselling and psychotherapy. So I first came across this idea of the dodo bird theory actually on a website called Young Minds, and we're going to have a look at that website now. Young Minds is a website dedicated to young people's mental health, and while I was reading it, I noticed a really interesting piece of research that's just been carried out in the University of Manchester. So we'll have a look at that, and it's by Lucy Goldsmith. She's a PhD student there, and she was carrying out research on quality of therapeutic alliances, or the quality of the therapeutic relationship, and she was really revisiting in some aspects work done in 1936 by somebody called Saul Rosenweig, who coined the term the dodo bird effect. So what is the dodo bird effect? Well, very briefly, it comes from Alice in Wonderland, and Alice, when she was in Wonderland, cried. She covered the animals in tears, and there was a competition to see who could get dry first, and the dodo bird was the person who was going to be the referee, for want of a better word. When the animals returned, the dodo bird said that everybody had won, therefore everybody needed prizes, and as a consequence everybody won. And this is what this theory really points to in terms of therapeutic alliances. It effectively says that it doesn't matter which type of approach is used, it's the quality of the relationship that's been important. And this is something that's been around the world of counselling and psychotherapy for certainly as long as I've been involved in it, that it's the quality of the relationship. Now Lucy Goldsmith has done some research. 300 clients she looked at, they had psychosis, so a slightly different maybe approach to traditional counselling and psychotherapy. But one of the things that came up in her research was that it was the quality of the relationship, not particularly the modality of therapy, that gave the best outcomes in therapy. But she also goes further, and I think this is a really interesting point. She talks about how it's not appropriate to carry on seeing a client if there isn't a good enough relationship to sustain it. And this is something that I've been teaching for as long as I've been a teacher, and certainly it's something that I was taught as a student many years ago, that you can only form a really good therapeutic alliance and hope for a good outcome if the client is trusting of you, because it's a lot more than the model of therapy you're practicing. It's about trust, it's about protection, it's about security, it's about risk taking maybe on behalf of the client. It's also can be about risk taking on behalf of the therapist, in building that real trusting environment where therapists and clients can, I guess, find a solution, find a way through the difficulties that are presented by the client. So does everybody agree on the dodo bird effect theory? Well, the answer to that is no. In the world of counselling and psychotherapy, there are many opinions and many voices, and I'm going to just show you a quick link to a Guardian article that appeared, I think it was a couple of years ago, which talks about some research done with people with eating disorders, and it showed that CBT actually had a better outcome. So the debate still rages. I wonder what your thoughts are on this. Are you a client who've had therapy and found the model better than the relationship, or vice versa? Was the relationship more important? If you feel you can, why don't you comment in the comments bar below? It'd be really helpful, certainly to students of counselling and psychotherapy, to gain an idea. Are you a therapist? What's your view on the relationship being the best, giving the best outcomes in terms of client well-being? What's your observations been in your practice? We'd love to hear that, and you can also put comments on the Facebook page. I'm going to be putting this video and embedding it on the Facebook page. So I hope that's been useful. I'm going to put all the articles and all the people I've discussed in this video in the links below, so you can click through and make your own mind up. And as always, counselling matters, and thank you for watching.